Welcome to Title Talk with your host, Drew Wishover, entrepreneur, a published author, and owner of Inspired Title Group, along with his co-host and CEO, Amy Maley. Each week, they offer you some laughs, industry terminology, tips and strategies, along with the occasional real estate professional to help educate you as it pertains to buying, selling, or just plain old homeownership. Thanks for spending time with them. Now, let's jump into today's episode of Title Talk. We come to you guys every week on Thursday mornings, 10 a.m. to bring you this wonderful time of producers going. Are you okay over back there? Okay, good. A little bit of knowledge about the title industry, a little bit of fun about us and interaction and just kind of getting to know you guys so you guys can get to know us and feel comfortable.
Share some time with you.
Yeah, as professionals in the industry, we bring some professionals out here to help you guys on some of the real estate needs and concerns that you guys may have. So,
different things happening in the market, different. It's a changing industry, which is one of the cool things about it.
Yeah,
it's not really the same for 3 months at a time. It kind of changes. So we're here to help you through all the changes of real estate.
It's not even sometimes the same every week. Right?
True. Yeah, very true. Very, very true.
I mean, just listening to like the news and weather next week, it's going to be 60 degrees. There's a couple days of 60 degrees.
Merry Easter?
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's so strange.
Global warming, I guess, is real.
I guess it's real. But, and then Easter we're going to be in our snow boots.
Yes.
So
it's just a cycle. It's weird.
It's a cycle that's getting later.
It is.
It's very, very
it's pushing it weird. Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but there used to be snow on Christmas.
There used to be.
Like when I was little, I was
when we were youths.
very, very worried about, Santa's sleigh and making sure there was snow so he could get around when I was little.
You were that one person that worried about Santa sliding off the roof, right?
Well, you get the reindeer food.
Yeah.
You made reindeer food, the oatmeal with the glitter in there, and it made sure
glitter, of course.
It had to, because then when the reindeer were flying, they would see your house first because it sparkled at them.
Wow. Wow. Roseanne and Floyd saw you coming. No doubt. They saw you coming. Well, why don't we start off our fun and give these folks some things to do and talk about and laugh and all that. Why don't we do what?
All right. Let's start with fun facts.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Today is National Weary Willy Day.
I don't even want to know.
You don't know Weary Willy?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, here's your fun fact for the day, just for you. Weary Willy was a clown that came around in the Great Depression, actually.
Okay.
So, up until that point, up until the late 1800s, clowns were the white faces, big red noses, huge shoes.
Yep.
So, Weary Willy came about as Weary Willy was a more relatable type of clown. That was, yeah, I know.
So his white face made him more relatable.
Do you see him up there? I think he's
right behind your head.
Weary Willy.
There he is. Yes.
Oh my.
So he was a more relatable type of clown. So he became popular then.
All right.
It's also National Pastry Day. Do you have that one up there?
Right above your head.
Oh,
Whee!
man.
Love pastries.
Oh, I need to have a pastry.
You need to have a little.
I really go for a pastry right now.
Maybe we should have a bagel day.
I'm in. All right.
Look at Brittany's face.
Yeah. Producers on it right after the show.
It's also National Christmas Card Day.
Oh, fantastic.
Right between us, we have a fun little Christmas card that we put together this year for you guys.
Watch for ours. It'll be coming to you in the mail.
Maybe. Mail. We still believe in mail.
Well, I can't email. I guess you could email it to somebody. Can you fax it? You want to fax it to some people? Let's just start faxing.
I don't fax. That's
I know.
for me.
Okay.
It's National Llama Day.
Hey, it's my
I'm just gonna leave it.
Wow. Somebody who's known that it's been a real rough couple weeks, to bring up the Llama Day today related
It was meant.
Oh, I got it.
I wasn't even going to bring you up as a llama.
Right.
It's also National Techno Day. So everybody, crank your Sandstorm, roll down your windows, and enjoy a little bit of a flashback to the 90s. Ticka, ticka,
Good
ticka,
tune.
ticka, ticka,
Good
ticka,
tune.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what today is.
Ticka, ticka, too, ticka, ticka, too.
That was
Yeah,
a
that
good
was-
sandstorm.
I know. I know the song.
Get out your glow stick.
I used to DJ. Yes, very good. All right.
The
Wow.
end.
Fun facts by Amy continued into fun facts by Drew. Hey, so in 1913, a little bit prior to, you went back to the 1800s. I'm going to go to 1913.
All right.
Parents could mail their kids to grandma's house. They would literally mail their kids to grandma's house
Stop it.
and send them to the post office. 100% fact. It's fun too. Here's one thing that I thought was going to be fun. I just think he's, lick a stamp, drop it on their forehead.
Return
off
address
they
on the
go.
tissue just in
Yeah.
case.
Right on. Send kid back or don't. Good deal.
My grandma would have loved that mail.
I think that'd be fun.
Hey, Graham.
I think we're just going to send people in the mail. So goats have rectangular pupils in their eyes. Take a look at a goat.
I love goats.
It's cool. They're very good eating too. But a rectangled goat eye. Kind of freaky. Kind of freaky.
I'm gonna Google it. Don't mind
The
me.
snow on Venus is metal.
Seriously?
Yep. So snow on Venus is
So
metal.
don't go sledding on Venus.
It would be
Well,
not
painful.
recommended. Yeah, it would not necessarily be recommended. And then finally, if you bang your head against the wall for an hour, not saying that I've done this, but if you bang your head against the wall for an hour, you're going to burn 150 calories.
Dude, that might be the best workout for the end of the year.
Right? Does that tell you like where our mood is? Does that tell you how our year is ending? Like with
Look at that.
maybe play a little sandstorm. Yeah, it's cool.
You're
yeah,
right.
it is cool.
Everybody go Google it.
Yeah.
Really neat.
Google
Sorry, I didn't
the
mean to
eye
interrupt you.
of the.
So you
goat.
burn 150 calories by
Bang
banging
your
your
head
head against the wall for an hour.
So we can play sandstorm and bang your head against the wall.
And if you chew gum, that's
That
also
does-
another 20 calories an hour. So doing that like
a
daily.
lot of gum chewing to burn some calories.
Did you hear the newest thing that gum chewing might be a deterrent of COVID? I know. I just
can't even potentially entertain that.
I know.
Holy cow.
But I chew gum a lot, so maybe that's why I'm
Okay.
so very
That's
nice.
good. We'll put your health to the trident. Good deal. Good deal.
I like
Ladies and-
those. The Venus one was cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are your fun facts for a Thursday morning. We are now moving into football.
This isn't even fun anymore.
I know.
just suck so bad right now.
It's been rough. I've been doing pretty okay.
You have.
You've been winning every week.
It's been okay.
It's been great. We've been having such a good time.
I'm not.
I came in second the last 2 weeks, which is super fun.
Yeah, second. If you like second, sure.
All right, so week 14. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, so we are starting today with the Steelers versus the Vikings.
Pittsburgh.
I'm going Pitts too. I got your boys, Cowboys versus Washington.
Cowboys.
Yes. We got the Jags versus the Titans. I'm going Titans.
Yes, and Tennessee here. Yes.
Seahawks versus Texans.
Seahawk.
Me too. Raiders versus. See, we are very similar. You just picked the better points.
Oh,
why-
you think that's
yeah.
what it is? Okay.
Raiders versus Chiefs.
Chief.
Saints versus Jets.
Saint.
I'm gonna go Jets on this one, I think.
Oh, a little different. Okay.
Falcons versus Panthers.
Panther.
I'm gonna go Falcons maybe.
Oh, see, just when you say that, we're all very
I know.
different
Ravens versus Browns.
now. Raven.
Me too. Got the Giants versus the Chargers.
Charger.
Yes. Lions versus Broncos.
Bronco.
Yup. 49ers versus Bengals. I'm going 49ers.
Niners.
Yes. Bills versus Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
Bears versus. Oh god, this is gonna be the.
Green Bay.
It's gonna be a really
You get to wear
depressing.
the hat again.
Rams versus Cardinals.
Arizona.
I'm going Cards too. Can't wait for Sunday night.
Can't wait till Monday when you're wearing, or next Thursday when you're wearing the hat again.
I learned my lessons, just not really go against the Packers.
Yeah. There you have it. Those are your picks for Week 14. If you guys are out there looking for fun picks, there they are. You got them. We differ on a few. But
Just a couple.
Not many.
Not many. But
Oh. It's
Christmas trivia. Okay, we're doing it like Jeopardy. So
We are.
Yeah, so Brittany's gonna read the questions over there, and we have to buzz in.
Do we have to answer it as a question? What is a Christmas tree?
If
You want to?
Okay.
or just answer.
All right, so we're going to buzz in by slapping ourselves. This will be fun. Okay, good.
Okay. So the first question is, which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree?
Germany.
Yeah. Point Amy.
German.
I don't know where I pulled that out of though.
Okay.
I think that was thanks to Joe's mom for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Yep.
What does the word Noel mean in Latin?
Oh, I know this too.
First song.
No.
The first, it's a day. What is it?
Birth.
Oh, that's not right. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about birthing
Okay.
in Latin.
In the song 12 Days of Christmas, what was given on the 10th day? Oh no.
Go.
Lords of Leaping.
Yes.
Damn it, that was right.
I was, yeah.
I know. Yeah, we had to sing it. It was just who sang it fast.
I was, yes.
Okay. How long does it take to grow a Christmas tree?
What kind? Because like the ceramic ones, you just pull them.
No, like an actual like, real
What?
tree.
1 second.
Into what size? Like, okay,
A normal, it's like the normal is like 10 feet.
7 years.
No.
5 years.
And
10?
got it.
Yeah.
Drew got it.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. Well, if you think about it, I mean, it's a big tree.
All right, 2 more.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad
all
you
right.
answered first because my first guess was like 7 months. And I thought that was not great.
Which U.S. state was the first to declare Christmas as an official holiday? I thought this was interesting.
Philadelphia.
Eh.
That really isn't a date.
New York?
Nope, Alabama.
What? Bama.
Bama, Bama.
Good at football, good at Christmas.
Roll Tide.
Okay,
Okay. all
last
right.
one. Name all of Santa's reindeer.
Oh.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
Yeah. Amy won.
Rudolph and the rest.
Rudolph plus 8.
Okay. Well,
I love Christmas!
that's Christmas trivia, and Amy wins that.
Well, you won football, I won
Sorry.
Christmas. We are even right now.
It's all good.
Maybe I wear a cheese hat and you wear reindeer antlers next week.
We have them.
I have no problem wearing reindeer antlers. That's okay. That's fine.
I
Okay,
put my
good.
pug sweater away for you this week.
Oh, really?
I was thinking about it.
Wow. Thank you.
Thought you were lifting your arm.
I have this stretching thing. So we're gonna go ahead and move on into. Are you doing a different segment?
I am. Okay,
Wow.
so I'm really loving your inspirational minutes that you're doing.
Thank you.
The motivational minutes. So I decided over these next 4 weeks, I'm going to take a little bit of time to give
Nice.
you 18 things over the next 4 weeks that people need to hear.
Great.
So whether it be like, I'm just gonna not give too much info and start.
Oh, that sounds fun. Good.
All right. So some of these are. I'm just gonna talk. Okay. Number 1.
No explanation needed.
Number 1. Don't be late. That is my first.
Ooh.
I know.
Let me find. Okay, I won't comment.
I know.
Okay. good.
So it's has never really been a pet peeve of mine
Until you started working here.
until the last, handful of months, days, weeks. So anyway, being late, I kind of see it as a sign of disrespect.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that for people that are running late accidentally, stuff comes up. You know what I mean? Like, life happens, but a way to show respect, a way to create, like, a really good environment, whether it be work, whether it be family, whether it be dinner plans, whether it be anything, be on time.
Yeah.
I just-
appreciate and respect people's time.
Yes.
Absolutely. No,
Yes.
That's good.
Own your stuff.
Oof. Oof.
If you've upset someone or you disappointed someone, justification is not really the way to do it. Sometimes it's saying, I'm sorry, I screwed up, and I'm going to try to make it better next time. And this is kind of an idea of, don't speak to people with empty words. Always have purpose and meaning for what you're saying. Number 3, I'm going to say timing is everything. If you catch yourself dwelling on the why, stop. If you're asking yourself why you didn't get a job or why a guy you're talking to didn't call you, just stop doing it, because everything in life does happen for a reason at a certain time. So just kind of take that for what it is. And my last one for today, I'm going to say is be anything but don't be angry.
Nice.
I feel like anger is it is a really easy feeling to feel, but nothing comes from anger besides worse
Regrets.
feelings than anger.
Yeah, a lot of regrets. You'll say
Yeah.
a lot of things you regret during anger.
Yeah,
And can't get them back.
So when it's sometimes anger is the easy way to go, I would say try to find another emotion to feel instead of angry. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be hurt or upset, but anger is one that I feel like not very many good things come from it. So
That's good. Those are good.
yes, so those are my first four I'm gonna give you
Nice.
guys. Don't be late. Own your stuff. Timing is everything, and be anything, but don't be angry.
I like the segment. I like
Thank
the
you.
direction that's going. Those
Thank you.
are very, very good, and obviously some of those are things that we here at Inspired Title really try to live by and kind of represent and model.
Yes.
And it's when you work and you work in such a close environment, you're collaborating with the same people day in and day out. It's easy to not respect somebody's time, or it's easy
100%.
to step on somebody's toes or be angry.
Yeah.
And really just the value that comes with some of those thoughtful things that you just represented there can really change an entire person's day.
Yes.
I mean, entirely change that person's day. And that's you may say something to somebody and you have no idea how much that might have impacted them because they didn't react.
A zillion percent.
But they walk away and they take that and go, wow, that was really nice, or wow, that really hurt, or
Yeah.
and you just
It
spoke
affects
words.
somebody
Yeah.
like more than you know.
Yeah, so be conscious. I really like that. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
My motivational minutes are
Gotta
very
get my snaps going.
much. Yeah, those were very good.
No, for you. I'm snapping
Thank
for you already.
Thank you very much. We come into the holidays and we start to everybody broad, but a lot of people start to feel this overwhelming generosity, and they start feeling this need to be now I'm going to go to church, and now I'm going to give, and now because of the season, and unfortunately they're not doing that the other days of the year when they're probably more necessary.
Correct.
And so
Kindness should be all year round.
it really should, and,
Yeah.
and that's again something that we here try to model, and that's the ITG Gives Back piece where we're doing this all year long, not just at specific times of the year. But things that I want to talk about today are as we come into, like I said, as we come into the holidays, you meet a lot of people, and you come across a lot of people, and you're introduced to a lot of people, and I think we're living in a world that is very, very quick to judge today, and it's very, very it's unfortunate, it's sad, and for me sometimes it's even frustrating and upsetting because everyone has a story, and maybe somebody was mean to you today, and I know that sucks, but maybe you found out that they just learned about a tragedy in their life. Maybe there was something that is gone on, that you're not aware of. It changes everything. You gotta remember that everybody has a story, and because you don't know that story, you're at a disadvantage. So maybe when they're being mean, maybe when they say some upsetting things, kind of don't take it personally and push it back a little bit, and giving it that moment of thought for yourself to say, I wonder what that's about for them. I've said that before, but it doesn't mean that it's about you. Everything's not about you. It's crazy, but inherently we go, well, why'd they say that to me? They're being mean to me. They're not being mean just to you. They're probably being mean to everybody they talk to because they just had a tragedy go on in their life. So, so just kind of take some thought and know that everybody has a story, and be a little less quick to judge that. Something that I'm really proud of that Carol and I have taken to doing a lot more around the holidays, and this goes back a handful of years, is I think we took a recognition of stuff. You buy gifts and you buy things, and it's stuff. So we had a conversation about it and said, you know what, I don't like the stuff. I don't want to keep giving out the stuff. We started doing all of our Christmasing is experiences. We give Christmas experiences, or just an experience. And that's nothing more than, taking the family and all of you collectively getting together and going out for dinner. Or going to like a theater.
Museum downtown or something, yeah.
That's gonna be talked about a lot more than that sweater that grandpa's never gonna wear again. Or that toy, or you're gonna make some memories.
That's
So
true.
really putting some thought on the experience versus the stuff. And I'm telling you, it really changes the impact of the holiday. It puts a huge impact on the excitement of going, I wonder what Drew and Carol are going to do this year.
Yeah.
Because we've done these other things. This has really been great. Not, gosh, I can't wait to get that, that sweater and that wallet. Whoa. Stuff. Yeah, and we all do, and especially the ones that are nice and warm and comfortable and soft, but
I hear what you're saying though, and it's
yeah,
it's an entirely different idea. It's really cool.
really has proven it's grown our families a lot closer together, and it really does impact, and they look forward to it versus the getting together at Christmas time, tearing a whole bunch of gifts together, And Carol has a lot of fun with it because being the creative person she is, okay, if we're gonna go doing like we went to Blue Man Group one year, or we went to a Sox game. So then she bought everybody hats, Sox hats, and like put it in a little gift bag. So made people guess what is the experience this year. So now it became a little bit more enjoyable that way. So that was very very fun. Guess what? Only you are responsible for your own life. So own it. Kind of similar to what you said. Own the things that you do and say. Take control. You got to figure out what makes you happy. What gets you inspired? What drives you? What motivates you? Like nobody else can define those for you. That's you.
You gotta find it.
Only you are responsible for your life. There's a lot of other forces that are influencing you or impacting you, but at the end of the day, you make that decision. You decide what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to do it. They may all be wrong. Doesn't matter. That's your decision. So take control and take responsible for your own life. Realize that most people don't care about you. True. Sorry. People's lives really don't revolve around your universe.
It's so sad.
Except if you're a celebrity, maybe they do. The celebrities people kind of get, all enamored with. But stop worrying about what other people think about you. Just stop. They don't even care that much. Focus on being you. Focus on being the best you can be. I have this innate thing that I do, and I do it just kind of unconsciously. You walk through a mall, or you ride the train, or whatever, and you look at all those people and you go, I'm never going to see these people again. These are all people who are right now influencing me or impacting what I'm doing today or right now, but I'm never going to see them again. The likelihood is going to be small that I'm ever going to see these people ever again. And you look at them and you watch them and you pay attention, or you judge, and you're going, why? They don't care. They don't know who I am. I don't know who they. What are we doing? You realize the people that really, really care about you is a really, really small circle of people. And those are the people that you should be paying attention to and caring about and sharing time with. And then finally, love. When it's all said and done, all that you'll really remember are all the amazing people that you connect with, all the people that are around you, your friends, your family, obviously your spouse. That matters. That's what this is. That's what the holiday is. It's not the gift. It's not the delivering of the presents, the hustle and bustle and the fighting and the food. It's not it. Stop. It's not that. It's just when all that goes away on January 3rd, 2nd, you're sitting there going, oh gosh, the holidays are over. What a stressful time that was. Why? For what reason was that stressful? Because you made it stressful. Yes, you maybe had to face some people, but you don't know what they're going through. You don't understand their issues. Like all of these things building to the big bottom line of what I'm saying here is love. It's all you've got, and it's all you got to remember. The people that are around that actually truly love you. So I hope this really helps you guys live your best life possible. I can't tell you that, go start it. It's never too late to start to be amazing. And right now, what better time to go do that than around the holidays? So my motivational, inspirational minute is there. holiday season to take that with you, and as you enter and embark on all of these different, days and greetings with people and family, that don't get all caught up in that whirlwind. Don't lose yourself in it. Keep true to yourself and focus on what and who's important in that, what and who is you. So my time here is done. Thank you folks for listening to that little bit of Drew, and hopefully, the producer is out there doing a little snaptastic back there. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. I hope that that might have inspired and motivated Brittany a little bit. That's good. That's what we try to do here is inspire. The name of the company. That's why I named it the company. It's what we do. So, what do we got?
We got our title talk time.
We are going to talk about title talk.
Cyber security.
Yes. I think this is important.
This is, and it's getting more important.
It's ridiculous how easy it is and how intelligent these folks are.
It's crazy.
I'm just shocked by the numbers. And
I was just looking at that.
Right?
Yes.
I'm just shocked by the numbers. I'm shocked by the simplicity of this, like how easy it really appears to be. And then
But it's different. It's a change. It's changing
constantly
times.
moving.
And even reading FBI's Internet Crime Report. The
Right.
FBI now has an Internet Crime Report.
Pretty
which
scared.
say 10 years ago or 15 years ago, people would have laughed at it and said, what the
Pretty
heck
scary.
is an FBI Internet Security Crime Report thing?
Right. And I know we've touched on this and these topics, over the last couple of years of doing the show. And I think the reason we do this is to really just enhance the importance of this and let you guys know that when you buy and sell a house, it's one of the very few transactions where there's the most amount of money in one place.
It is.
You go Christmas shopping and those are defined amounts that are typically smaller. You're buying a house, $200, $400, $500, $1 million, like whatever that is, all of that money comes into one
place.
and it's
One escrow company.
and it makes it very easy for them to kind of target us as title companies and attorneys and lenders and realtors. It's not just us who hold the money.
No, it's
the
everybody
industry.
involved in the
Right,
transaction.
Right. So really kind of pay attention, get your thoughts on this and listen to some of the things that I know that we're doing for sure. Being a smaller title company, it's a little bit easier and a little bit different. Easier is a word that is I don't like to use here in this instance, but because of what we are.
And we're so hands-on. Each of us in this company are so hands-on with every transaction we do, that it's I think it's a little bit more difficult to, target.
Yeah, definitely. So these are 5 cybersecurity threats.
Hang on, before you start, I just have to read that top stat that
go.
I think. Alright, so according to the FBI's Internet Crime Report, reported losses from cybercrime reached more than $4.2 billion in 2020 alone. 1 year.
$4.2 billion.
That is insane. That is a big number.
Yeah, it's a number. I mean, it's a and unfortunately, that they got away with it. Meaning,
not something that money was returned, not
Right.
something where they caught the person. That is
the
gone.
recoupability of this is substantially
It's
less.
small.
It errs in the theft side. I mean, the thieves are more likely to get away with it than the individual who got hit being able to recover.
Correct.
And that's tough. That's tough. So go ahead with some things that, and we can talk a little bit about, side note to what we do to
For sure.
kind of offset some of this stuff.
Alright, you get to take number 1.
I do.
You do.
Okay.
You're 1 through 5, I'm 2 and 4.
Got you. All right. So malware and viruses. So you hear all these terms, and
There's big words.
You kind of just default to what does that mean? Who are they referring to? My gosh, my computer's got a virus. What do I do? You call the Geek Squad. You call your IT company, whatever that is. But nonetheless, that is where these things are happening. Malware is just nothing more than it's malicious software. I mean, it's in everybody's business today more than any other time. It freezes your computer. It damages your files. It does things that allow them to get into seeing, the sites that you check, the information that you're revealing.
Logging keystrokes.
Yep.
It's crazy. Like the amount of things viruses could do is very, very scary.
I mean, the big one that we deal with is the spam emails that look like they come from us as the title company.
Yes.
And thankfully, we have a good rapport with our clients and our customers and our professional colleagues, lenders and realtors, et cetera. They recognize these things and go, "Hey, did you just send me an email about this?"
Right.
Well, no, and we can quickly address that.
Correct.
We can quickly get into this, and then we can let our IT team know that, hey, somebody's hacked into our system, something's going on. Take an idea of what's going on. But I mean, stealing passwords and corrupting your files. I mean, that was the big push at the onset.
Correct.
They would corrupt your files, like things wouldn't work. Okay, that's one sense of it. Not a lot of damage and loss from that, except for time to fix it, etc. When they start stealing your passwords, and everybody in the world right now is using their passwords to do everything.
Forever, and saving it on your computer automatically, and it's
a nightmare. And everything requires that. That's why they tell you to update all the passwords.
You were very good at that, though. He has like 712 passwords. It's just going through the round when you're trying to log into something. Did you try this one? How about that one?
Yeah.
Did you try with the smiley face?
Exactly. You just do different things, and it's not try to be creative, but it's got to be something you're going to remember. But once they get it, they have access to whatever you're trying to protect. So, I know a lot of the older generation they're very fearful of putting the credit card information on there or buying things online, and that's fine. I understand that. That's the old school, and the younger folks, they're quick to buy everything online, and hurry up and here's my credit card and here's a picture of it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, now it's all free. So, we do a lot of constant checkups on this, and we have an IT team that is in place that is constantly monitoring this to see if we've been hacked, if our systems have been broken.
If there's any weird emails getting sent, getting received, getting anything. So it's good to work with an IT team that you can trust it and all that.
Definitely. So number one would be that malware and virus issue. Those are threats that would be definitely something to watch for. What do you got?
All right, I'm gonna go to my first one, which is number 2, is phishing. Not the good old fun sitting on your phone.
Not FISHING.
PHISH,
boy.
phishing. It's a type of cyber attack that combines email and social engineering to entice victims. So what this means is that it kind of ties into what Drew was talking about, where someone will create an email that looks almost identical to our email addresses or somebody else's email addresses, and use them to send documents or send emails with attachments or hyperlinks that have malicious codes. And once these codes are clicked, once these hyperlinks are clicked, once these documents are open, it will put a virus on your computer pretty much. One of the big ways to keep this from happening is if you get sent a hyperlink from anybody, don't click on it unless and just never do it.
Yep.
You can usually do the hover over without actually clicking on there, and it'll kind of give you a little insight to where it's coming from or what it's doing. Attachments can also PDF, JPEGs, they can also contain viruses.
Right.
So, once again, if you don't know where an email, where a document, where a hyperlink is coming from, the best thing to do is not click on it, or reach out to an IT team, forward them that email and say, heads up,
this is real.
Is this real? What can I do? Is there a way to block this? Unusual senders. Check, and this is one of the things that we've gotten really good at here. So we get these email threads that have like 15 email addresses on there, because you have to send out a title, a CD to the buyer's attorney and the seller's attorney and the lender and the lender's so-and-so and the realtors and the whole, you have to be very, very careful when you're clicking that reply all button. And constantly monitor where those are going, who they're going to, and it's one of those things that where when you're so busy and time gets crunched that you just want to reply all and do your job. But it's one of those things that we're very careful about doing here, is that when we are replying to emails, we're making sure we know who emails are actually getting sent out to.
Yeah, know your sender.
Yes.
Know your deal. Right on.
That's
good.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 3, this one's a little bit less talked about or maybe even less heard of or less known, Endpoint Attacks, which is, you know, the cloud base is where everything is living. Everything is up in the cloud, and typically what happens is, you know, that was a great resource, especially through the pandemic where people were able to work remote and things. Well, if people are able to hack through that endpoint, which is the cloud, and you're remote accessing, now they're into your system, you know. So a lot of times where, you know, you have your own personal laptop and you go, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just log in on my own personal laptop. Well, it doesn't have all of the security features in place that your business maybe requires or you know, expects. So now you become a lot more vulnerable to being attacked through that personal process. So again, inspired title, everybody here has a laptop that has been issued by us, that has been secured and dealt with by the IT team, and all the protections have been put on there. So when they're out doing a remote closing, or when they're working from home because the weather is bad or there's a pandemic, whatever the situation is, I feel comfortable and know that what they're doing and how they're logging in and their procedures are all protected. So it's a lot more difficult to crack that and get into our system because we have firewalls in place. We have the protections on the computers and laptops that have been issued. So be careful bringing your own personal computers into the mix of a business or a company, because that's where you become vulnerable.
Yes.
So that's really what an endpoint attack is.
Cool. All right, number 4 is ransomware. I actually didn't even know something like this existed, to be honest. I mean, it's a type of malware. I knew malware existed. But what ransomware is specifically is it uses encryption to hold a victim's information at ransom. So this type of malware physically just actually blocks your entire computer, accesses everything that it wants to in there until you pay a ransom. It's a ransom. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's ransom.
It's literally what it is.
And it's, you know, it's scary because it's someone behind a computer that is doing this.
These guys are genius.
Yes,
and
I know.
I've often said it. If they'd spend some of that time trying to fix what's bad in the world, what's going on negatively,
Yes.
these guys are brilliant. These folks are just utmost intelligence, and they're doing these things to get rich fast type stuff.
Yeah, it's
Insane.
terrifying. And, you know, the common place that they start out is through those phishing emails or infected websites. So careful if you're trying to find a deal on that thing you're shopping for while you're working.
Yep.
Because a lot of times you click on that website and then it hacks your work computer and you're screwed.
And you want to, I mean, you've probably heard this before, but I'll say it again. You know, you want to make sure what the site you're on is secure. It has a little lock on it. You know, especially if you're entering in credit card or bank information. You don't want to be just an open book on that. You're all of a sudden now huge exposure to problems. So make sure what you're doing. You know, again, a little bit of self-care and, you know, a little bit of due diligence on your own. Don't go, oh my gosh, I got attacked. Well, yeah, if you're out there just randomly willy-nilly into sites that you don't belong in, or you're just randomly clicking on stuff, yeah, you're going to be exposed. It's gonna crush you. So
Yes.
And then our final one here is patch management, which just more so refers to the protection from your IT company to make sure that you've got all the latest and greatest updates and you've got all the stops in place, because these guys are poking and prodding all the time. They're literally trying to find an opening into your system, and any little hole will allow them access to getting in and
it will be
follow
found.
through.
They will find
Right.
it.
I mean, it's a constant, whatever their programming is, it's constant that it's poking and prodding all these different companies until, boom, there's a hole, and now they're in, and now they're going to muddle around in your stuff. So making sure that you are protected, you know, your IT team is got all of the...
Have an IT team. Like this.
Exactly.
And I know it's easy to think about, you know, save a couple bucks by not having an IT
loss
team.
is so
It's
great.
so huge. So, you know, having an IT team that you trust is a really good way to kind of help protect yourself.
It was a very difficult decision when we were kind of scaling up the business, and I'm kind of thinking, oh my gosh, you know, do I want this expense? This is crazy. But as I saw the volume of business, and as I saw the exposure to, I mean, the risk and the liability, I mean, oh my gosh,
Insanity.
it's far, far greater than what the $1,000 a month is, or $750 a month, depending on your sizes, etc. You just go, okay, forget it. $12,000 a year to lose $300,000 or $400,000
in one transaction, insanity.
Just don't.
Yeah.
And that's not saying it's foolproof. I'm not saying that.
No. We
is
still
stop that
for sure.
However, it gives you a substantially greater edge.
Yes.
To protecting yourself. So
besides an IT team, what can you do? What can we do? What can the business do to kind of be proactive when it comes to cyber criminals?
And I think that's something that training your employees and really teaching them the things that Amy and I are sitting here telling you guys today. But a lot of employees are really ignorant to knowing what to look for or what not to look for, or what to do and what not to do. So I think a little bit of cyber security training is always important, especially if you're in a business or an industry that is financially driven, where there's constantly money being transacted. Really get yourself protected. Give some training.
Secure your networks.
Totally.
Safeguard your information by firewalls, encryptions, secure Wi-Fi networks. Don't try to run a business on a public network. It will not work very well.
No.
We use Barracuda. That's our kind of encryption software, so that we send all important, pertinent information through this encrypted software, so that not anybody can just pick it up.
Yep, and that's like that goes hand in hand with requiring your strong passwords and such. A lot of things we do take, they're multi factor authentication, where you have to, you put in your password, but then you got to go into your little.
Hey Drew, what's that code?
Exactly, you got to put another code in. Well, guess what?
It's so good that we started that a couple years ago.
Yeah, it really, for the 10 seconds of headache, it's worth the sanity that comes along with it. So, and then just watch those emails too, like the Gmail addresses, the Yahoo and AOL, right? I mean, you go back to the AOL. Those are the ones that are easily, because they're open, they're free.
Yes.
They're free email addresses.
Yes.
The ones that are within companies, like when you're at inspired-title.com, you're within a network.
Correct.
You have a lot more security on that email address than Gmail and Yahoo.
100%.
So those are the ones that are typically, in our experience, have been hacked, because when we've traced any kind of issue, it's traced back to that Gmail or that Yahoo address. So,
absolutely.
So protect those email addresses as well.
Yeah, like we said, invest in your cybersecurity team,
Definitely.
Your IT team. So it's an extra layer of protection for
It
you.
is. It is. It's well worth it. So there you have our 5 cybersecurity.
And they'll probably be different in 6 months.
It's a moving target.
It is definitely a moving target.
But
so
these are threats that happen to the business, and these are threats that we've seen, and these are threats that we've dealt with. Not saying that we're above anybody in any aspect of this. It's just we have been involved in it. We have been struck by it.
Didn't you guys get hacked with the?
Yeah, we were hacked when we were at the old office.
Old office it was, yep.
Where we had somebody intervene and capture a wire and ask us to send a wire to a totally all of our information, but the bank's name said a different bank than what was ours, and our closer happened to catch it, thankfully right before the monies were being sent.
And this is also a side note. When you are doing real estate transactions, you hear call to confirm wire instructions, which this company that we work with did not. And that's always a layer that you're sending that much money, like confirm. I know everybody hates being on the phone right now. It's really hard to talk to people. It's much easier to just email people. But yeah, luckily our closer just knew something sounded fishy, so we were able to catch that. But that's what confirming wire instructions do.
A phone call protects thousands and thousands of dollars. And
you've worked so hard. Don't let it be gone in seconds.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you see the transactions that go through. So, yeah, hopefully these have been helpful for you guys. Hopefully this is something that you guys can take to your teams and really share some of the information that you gained, and at bare minimum education. Teach them, show them, educate yourself so that you can educate them on what can happen and what's out there. So that was fun.
That was cool.
I think that was good knowledge, right? So let's. Oh, sure. Couldn't get by without talking about.
I feel like you're gonna have about 4 more or 3 more of these after, and then maybe in the new year you'll not have to look.
That's when the new book will be published.
And that's when Brittany might lose her job.
Right. Yeah. So I am actually, I've been asked to go to.
Oh, I think.
No. I'm gonna. So if you remember back a month ago or so, we had a gentleman by the name of Colin Egglesfield on the show, and Colin and I are friends, and I'm proud to say that. And he is just a tremendous inspiration for me, and he was the one who actually motivated me and kind of pushed me to write this book, which I was pretty excited about. So he has asked me to be on his Coffee with Colin to talk a little bit and promote the book a little bit more. So I am scheduled to be on his program in the next coming weeks.
Cool.
So what is the book about? It's about simply...
Don't tell anyone. Say they have to read it.
Yeah, you really should. It's really coaching and mentoring kids and parents and other coaches to finding what it is that drives you, like I said in my motivational minute, and bringing that into life lessons. So coaching for me was something that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I utilized the game of baseball as my format for that and forum, and I was able to coach for 25 years, and I was blessed with just a great group of kids that I truly just poured a lot of my mentorship into teaching them about baseball, but also teaching them about life. And the book really speaks to that, talks about how to really do that and do it well, and the lessons that you can give these kids and the result that comes of it. It's incredible, and it's just a story that burns inside of me, and I was really grateful to be able to bring this to a published, written repertoire of me. Repertoire. Yes, that's a word I get to use not so often. So
it's nice.
there is the 2-hour difference. It's available to you guys at Amazon. It's a great Christmas gift. It really is.
You're not supposed to give gifts. You're supposed to give experiences.
That's an experience.
See, I listened.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. But this is an experience, because after you read it, you'll be able to apply a lot of the things from the book to your family, friends, and et cetera. So there you go. Thank you very much for the book.
ITG gives back. This actually, it's a little bit of a homage to what our statement for our company is. So the statement that you're going to start hearing us say more and more is inspired people, inspired community, inspired results. And this is coming from a lot of what we do in this company is for you guys, because of you guys. So our next fun adventure we get to go on is Feed My Starving Children. That's in a couple weeks. So we get to go pack some bags to send overseas to people, to kids who need some food. I just want to give a shout out to Eileen's law office next door. They actually have a toy drive going on next door. Yeah. So instead of trying to shove 2 of these in one building, which didn't make a ton of sense, if you have anything to donate, if you have toys to donate, you can either bring them here and we'll drop them off for you, or you can walk next door and meet the team over at Eileen Curlin Walsh Law, still located in the same building at 11757 Southwest Highway, and you can drop toys off there for kids.
Absolutely.
And also behind my head, Homes for Heroes. We got another Homes for Heroes deal coming up that is closing tomorrow, actually.
It is.
So, always love to help out our first responders, our, policemen, our teachers, our everyone. So, always, if you are in the market for a home, looking to buy, sell, refinancing, do it through us, and we will, get you some money back because of all of what you do for us.
And really stay tuned for these next few weeks. I think we're going to be kind of really jumping in on some other
Brittany looks scared.
Other giving opportunities and really bringing up some bigger thoughts of challenges for 22 that I personally would like to challenge the team. And
my goal is to do one a month. I think
I think it's reasonable, and that would be something that would really just encapsulate what we are and what we stand for.
Absolutely.
And this is something that's just super important to us, and forget about us, it's about the community, and just giving back to the community, and that's something that I really, starting companies and creating ideas for a business and such, whatever, that's that does take a level of knowledge, and that takes a level of, risk.
Yeah.
But giving is free, and giving is needed. Why are we not doing the free needed things? And that's just something that I want to really work harder on and be more intentional to for next year. So that is why.
And when you put your brain to something, you usually get it done.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
But I have a team that really supports that, and I couldn't do it without the team that goes, oh my God, he's thinking again, and oh my God, what's this going to be?
Brittany just did that eye to me again.
She does that uncomfortable eye roll, going, how hard is this going to be, and how much time is this going to take?
Stay tuned. We'll see.
Yep. But we will challenge it, and we'll throw it out there, and you guys will be the first to know. So, again, I'm proud of you guys for all of it, and thanks for continuing to do it. So keep supporting that, and if there's any of you guys out there that have any ideas, if there's things that you want to bring to us, I mean, we're happy to
Yes.
listen to your thoughts and ideas. We're not just gonna blinders on.
Nope.
Bring us your thoughts
Community.
and ideas as well. So let's send these people home
with our quote of the day. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Carnegie.
Yes,
Neil
indeed.
Carnegie.
Yes, indeed.
Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get.
Very nice, very nice. So mine is, no matter how much it hurts, now, someday you're going to look back and you're going to realize that your struggle changes your life for the better. No matter how much it hurts now, someday you're going to look back on this and realize that your struggles changed your life for the better. Happy holidays, folks. This has really been, as we wind down the year, just a lot of emotion, a lot of things going on in what we're doing, a lot of new ideas. I welcome 2022 with open arms, and I welcome 22 with open arms because of the team that I have, and I'm probably one of few people that can actually say that when they go to work, they're really proud of the team they have at their workplace. And if you can't say that, you got to look at yourself, and you got to look at yourself as that leader and make a difference, because you have that opportunity to change, as I said earlier. You have the opportunity to, make this be what you want it to be. So, being upset and disgruntled with your team is a reflection on kind of what you're doing or not doing. So, fix it. And we will be here for a couple more weeks before we jump into 22. And I think 2022 is going to have a little bit of a different look for us for this show and for
little tweaks,
some different things that we're going to do. So we're going to change it up. So we encourage you to hang in there and stay by and
see what 2022 has in store for us.
See what we do with our creative selves, and we thank you guys for tuning in and watching all year long and sharing, and continue doing that. Subscribe, share. That's how we keep this thing going. That's why we do this. The more you guys get behind us, the more we can really do for you guys and the community as well. So help us support you and help us support the community by supporting us. So we want to just say thank you again, and have a great week. Enjoy the upcoming week of next week, which is going to be beautiful. And we will see you guys next Thursday, same time. This will be available to view again on YouTube in 24 or 48. But until next week, my name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
We are Inspired Title. We thank you guys so very much, and take care and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.
Well, there you have it. That is it for this week's edition of Title Talk. Be sure to head over to our Inspired YouTube page and subscribe and like. And make sure you follow the team on Instagram and Facebook. Join us again next time for more tips and knowledge from the industry pros. Thanks again for listening.